Hi everyone. So in this video, we'll try launching EC2 instance, and then when we launch it, we're trying to install Apache web server as well, and it will start, and then we'll verify that. So as you log into console, you'll see services that you recently used. Let's start with EC2. You go to EC2, and there is a button to launch instance. You go to launch instance, and you can give a name. So it's like, okay, not very creative. My web server instance. Now we'll use free tier. So start with Amazon Linux OS. So you have to pick a AMI, Amazon Machine Image. So that will be the base on which the new instance will be launched. So you pick that, and then you have to pick the size, instance type. So there are multiple options. We'll pick the free tier T2 micro, but there are other options available as well. So T2 nano, and then micro, small, medium, large. So depending on the need, you can pick one. Then your T2 micro. You can create key pair if you wanted to connect through SSH to this instance. I've created one, so I'll just reuse the same key. So we pick that. And in security, since we are trying to use it web server, so for SSH, we'll leave it from anywhere, not recommended. We'll allow HTTPS and HTTP traffic. So this is the firewall rules part of security group setting. And this is our VPC in which this instance will launch from. And then, so this is the storage. So there is a block storage. So we'll keep 8 GB. That should be sufficient for our testing purposes. And then we'll go to advanced, and within advanced, towards the very bottom, there is an option for user data. And what we'll do is we'll insert here the script to start to install our Apache server and then start the service. And I'm going to copy the script. So the script looks like this. And so the first one really updates the OS, second one installs Apache, and then third one starts the service, and fourth one enables the service. Um, all right, so I think that's pretty much it. A number of instances, one. So this kind of summary of what we are trying to do here, and so we'll launch the instance here. Okay. So if you look at the launch log, it will show everything has been succeeded. So now we can go back to instances, and it will show it is running, but it's still initializing, so not available right now. And so what we will do is we'll go look at this public IPv4 address and see if we are able to see the web page there. So I'll put the video on pause and then come back to it. Let's look at how we can SSH into um, the EC2 instance we created. So let's start with just show you. So there's the key file that we have. Okay, we'll use that. So SSH dash I, key file name is k1ec2 em, and then because it was Amazon Linux AMI, that's why it's EC2 user. But we go in here and then command prompt. Okay, now we have this. So we are now logged into the our EC2 instance. Now what we'll do is we'll try to validate, see if the Apache server started or not. So sudo let's figure out the status. Okay, so it is saying active and running, and it is listening on port 80. So let's go ahead and verify. So click on open address. Okay, so it is showing our web page served from there. I can also use this. and then it says war. And then you can also do curl, and then this one will return the response from port 80, the index. All right. So I think we verified, we looked at how different parameters go into creating the instance through the console. You can do same using cloud formation, using AWS CLI. And then we launched the EC2 instance with user script parameters, starting up of the installing and starting up of the web server. And then we verified that web server was indeed working using these two public IPv4 addresses. And then once you're done with all your testing, what we need to do is we need to terminate this so that we don't get charged for using this instance. So you can go in instance state and you can terminate the instance here.